Hi viewers, welcome to Gani's YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I am going to explain you how to create a rectangle in AutoCAD, just like this. Okay, let's start. Open AutoCAD software. Before going to create rectangle, we require menu bar at the top of this window, just like old version. So to create menu bar, you need to click on here. In this list, you need to select this option, show menu bar. You can see now we have menu bar at the top, just like old version, file, edit, view and dimensions, everything. So now go to create rectangle. So use the command REC and click on enter on your keyboard to activate the command. Now click on here on screen and you can see in the command bar it's asking specify other point. But we have an example here. You can see in our example one we have the rectangle with length 1000 mm and width 500. So we have a dimension, so we need to select this second option, dimensions. So click on here and enter D, enter. In the dimension initial name we have a D, so we need to enter here D, enter. Now you can see specify the length of the rectangle. We have a length 1000 mm, so enter 1000, click on enter. You can see now it's asking specify width of rectangle, so we need to enter 500 mm, so enter 500, click on enter. You can see now we have the rectangle with the length 1000 and width 500, but still the rectangle is not placed. You can see now we need to specify the side of this rectangle, so click on screen to place the rectangle. Now we have rectangle. Now we are going to change the color of this rectangle, so select this rectangle, then you can click on here and select the color. Otherwise select the rectangle, right click on mouse, click on property, click on here and you can select from this option also. For example, let's take green color and close this window. Click on escape to exit the command. You can see now we have rectangle. Now we're going to check the dimensions, so click on dimensions and select this linear dimension, pick the first point and pick the second point and use the left mouse key to place the dimension. You can see now we have 1000 mm. This dimension is very small, so now we need to increase the dimension text height. So use the shortcut D, enter. You will get this dimension style manager. Now click on modify, click on text and we need to enter here text height. By default we have 2.5, let's take 25. Now click on OK. Now set current and close it. You can see now dimension text increased. Similarly, we need to increase the arrow size also. So use the same procedure, D, enter, modify, click on here symbols and arrows. You need to increase the arrow size. So by default we have 2.5, let's take here 25, then click on OK, set current and close the window. You can see now we have increased arrow sizes also. Similarly, we're going to check the width dimension. So click on dimensioning and select this linear dimension. You can pick the first point and second point. Otherwise, you can, if you want to select the side, then you need to enter again. You will get this little rectangle box. Then you can select the side. Click on here and drag and place dimension here. Use the left mouse key. You can see now we have 500 mm and 1000 mm, just like in our example, 1000 and 500 mm rectangle in the example 1. Okay, now we're going to see the example 2. You can see in our example 2 we have a rectangle with length 800 and width 300 and we have an angle here also 45 degrees. So we're going to create a rectangle first, then we can rotate 45 degrees. Okay, now I'm going to create length 800 and 300 width rectangle. So use the same procedure, REC, enter and pick the first point here and you can see specify the other corner or area dimension rotation. Currently we have a dimension here, D, enter, pick the length. In our example we have 800, so 800, type 800 on your keyboard, then click on enter on your keyboard. Now it's asking specify the width of the rectangle. So 500, by default we have 500, but in our example we have 300, so we need to enter 300. Click on enter. Now we need to specify the corner, so we need to place in this side, so click on here to place the rectangle like this. I'm going to change the color of this rectangle, so select this rectangle. Now click on here, let's take this color, click on escape to deselect the rectangle. Now we're going to check the dimension. Before going to check the dimension, we are going to rotate it, select the rectangle, use the command RO, enter, and pick the base point here. We need to rotate with the angle 45 degrees. You can see in our command bar it's asking rotation angle, so we need to enter 45 degrees, type 45, then click on enter. You can see now this angle should be 45 degrees. Now we're going to check the dimension, so click on dimensioning. This is not linear dimension, so we need to take aligned dimension, so click on dimensioning and we need to select this aligned dimension. Now pick the first point and pick the second point and use the left mouse key to place the dimension. You can see now we have 800, just like in our example. Now we're going to check the width, so click on dimensioning and select this align dimension, and you can, if you want to select the edge, you need to enter once again. Now you will get this little bit rectangle cursor symbol. Now select this edge, now drag and place the dimension at here by using the left mouse key. Now we're going to check the angle. Before going to check the angle, we need to place a line here, small line. So for line command L, enter, and pick the first point here, and to get the horizontal distance you need to activate the ortho shortcut F8 on your keyboard. Now click on here to place the line, click on escape to exit the command. Now I'm going to check the angle here, so go to dimensioning and select this angular and pick the first line and pick the second line, this one, and drag and place the dimension here. If you don't require line, then drag and select the line. You can see now we have a line here, so drag and select the line and click on delete to delete the line, or if you want to place the line, so use the shortcut Ctrl Z for undo, like this. Now currently we have continuous line. If you want to change the line type, just like hidden or center line or any other type of line, now select this rectangle. Now click on here by layer line type. You can see currently we have by layer, by block, continuous, but we don't have any hidden or center line or any other type of lines. To get different types of lines, then click on others. You need to click on load. You can see now we have different types of lines here. You can select any one of line and you can click on OK to load it. Otherwise, if you want to load all type of lines, then click on any one line, then Ctrl A for select all types of lines, then click on OK. You can see now we have loaded all different types of lines here in the list. Then click on OK. Now we're going to change the line type, so select the rectangle. Now click on here and you can select different types of lines here. Currently, for example, we're going to take dash line, so select it. You can see now we have dash line like this. For example, if you want to take dotted line, you can see now we have dotted rectangle like this. For example, if you want to take hidden line, you can see now we have hidden line. For example, let's take center line, scroll it up and let's take center line. You can see now we have center line like this. Okay, let's take continuous line by layer like this. Okay, if you want to move this rectangle little bit below, then drag and select this rectangle, click on here, left mouse key and drag and select this window over the rectangle, then use the command M, enter, and click on here and pick the second point here to place the rectangle like this. Okay, that's it about how to create rectangle in AutoCAD. If you like this video, please like it and share it. If you have any doubts, please comment below. For more AutoCAD related tutorials, please subscribe my channel, Gani SK YouTube channel.